So can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes, Chanu.
Okay. Guys. Okay. See, the last point was. So I was trying to explain the this file format. Okay. Once you go to DMEE and give the tree type and the SIPA underscore CT display. Okay. So I already explained these things will comes under the block A. Okay. XM LNS, XM LNS, XI and pain 001, 002. This is according to the country standard and bank standard. We need to follow this. And this group header. Okay. Right now I'm explaining the group header. Under group header, message ID, credit date and time, number of transaction, control sum. So this thing I'm explaining right now. Okay. So where is the SIPA file format? 1 minute. See, message ID is the system generate internal identification consists of the company number, bank account number and text number. And this maximum 35 characters. This is the bank requirement. System generate credit CREDT means system generate date and time stamp. Okay, this is a date and time format. Okay, see your group message ID. So message ID's length is 35. This is the bank requirement. So if bank says it should be 20, then you can change it to 20. Okay. And credit date and time, the format the bank says so YY, MM and DD format. Okay. So you can also look at here. The bank says this file format should be so YY, MM and DD format. Okay. This is bank requirement. And number of transaction here mentioned. So 15 numeric characteristics. Okay. So here number of transaction here mentioned. So 15 characteristic. Okay. So if number of transactions is 20 according to the bank requirement, you can modify 20. Okay. And the control sum they it's mentioned the length is 15 now. Okay. So in the file format according to bank control sum is none, and that means you don't put anything. So then you just remove this. Okay. So we are following the file format according to your country bank details. Okay. And this should be comes under the output file. This should be comes under the output file. Okay. So these are all up to control sum. So message ID, credit term, this is output file. Okay. Once you execute the output file, your ABC and these are all things will come. Okay. What is meant by ABC? So your time and date, number of transactions are 3, total sum is 2400. So first understand what is message ID and then explain, then understand what is payment method, then understand what is payment sum. What is message ID? System will generate internal identification, credit date and time. System will generate this number of transactions, total number of transactions. So control sum means control sum. So the NM stands for initiating party. Okay, and ID stands for initiating party organization. ISR stands for initial party identification. Like that, you need to learn first. One by one, you need to learn this complete file format. Okay. First, you should learn the basic stuff like what is the payment information ID, what is payment method, what is payment type, and required exact date and number data. These are all things. Understand what exactly the business requirement and client requirement. So this is a bank requirement. So bank says what is the minimum maximum characteristics length. Okay, those things you need to put it over here in the file format. Here. So the payment information ID length, bank length, payment method, so 0 length. So payment type, if the bank says this length we need to maintain, we need to follow that length only. Okay, so first understand this complete file format. Okay, so in order to understand this file format, first learn this concept. So your file format can be three types. One is block A, and second one is block B, and third one is payment information elements. Three types are there. Okay, so this is the classification. So and final output is this one. Okay, so you need to understand the bank requirement first, then you can do the configuration. Okay, you can do the configuration. Okay, so now let's say, for example, I want to change anything. Okay, like in the group header, so message ID is there and credit date and time is number of transaction is there. Okay, group header is there. If I want to add near to the, if I want to below this group under this GRP, I need to add something else. Click this and cost element, create element. Create element, you want to create a same level or sub level. So same level means, so it will come same. Sub means it should come under the below. Okay, so you can add something else. Okay, test one. Okay, and click OK and save it. Okay, and you need to activate this. Activation is also important. Okay, like that. So here I added a, so test one like that. So if you want to add below subnode, okay, so you can also add below subnode. Okay, this is not the edit mode. Change data. So the client will tell you under the group header something else and test one or something, the client will tell you that should be come. So according to the output file format, we need to add over here. Okay, this is a very high level. Right now what I'm explaining, this is very high level. So first to understand that this SAP file format. In order to understand this SAP file, it should not be come in one day. Okay, I already told you this is the difficult concept. So block A, block C, block A and block B and block C. First understand this. Okay, so in the under block C, what are the things will comes under? Okay, what is batch booking? What is something? So the what is data name? You need to understand this file format. Taken me for 10 days to understand complete. Okay, for you it will take more time, but I'm trying to explaining you, right? So it's very easy. But interview point of view, I will tell you how to prepare and all. But doing the configuration part, doing implementation, all it is not an easy stuff. Okay, it's not an easy stuff. But you can say this same thing to the interviewer, then you will be selected in easy manner. So selection of interview is easy, but doing this configuration and doing end-to-end implementation for DME is completely high level. Even 10 plus 20 plus years of people also struggle. Real-time people also will struggle this. So I was struggled a lot to implement the first DME configuration. After that, I understand the requirements. Like that, in the initial stage, everyone will struggle. Okay. So first thing is, so first thing is, what is the DME process, and the second thing is, so you can say directly to the interviewer. So I created DME SAP format. Actually, the SAP format was given by my client, and based on that SAP file format, ready-made format, I was modified that file according to the business requirement and bank requirement, and tell to the interviewer 3 or 4 examples. Okay, so this is the SAP format. Under SAP format can be classified as block A. This is message route. So under message route, ISO and bank should be, and this ISO and pain should be followed in the message. This is the country requirement and bank requirement. And we in the group B, in the block B, these are the items will be there. Message identification, creation, date and number of transaction, control sum. Okay, we need to follow the length according to the client requirement. Okay, like that, at least if you say, and in the message block B, these are what are the items are there, you can explain. Block C, what are the items are there, you can explain. That's enough. For interview point of view, this enough. Okay, but learning this concept is not an easy. Okay, not an easy. Learning this concept not an easy. So DME configuration changes and everything, So just you can double click on this. So you can just double click on this. You want to add subnode or nodes. Okay, we can add it. And conditions. There are some scenarios I will tell you. Okay, so first understand the DME file format. Tomorrow I will tell you the scenarios. Okay, and tomorrow I will explain the IDO concept also. But for interview point of view, guys, What I am saying, just you follow that. Okay. So you can say to the interviewer, so bank names, and I will tell you. So I will show you some real-time documents, how the bank requirement will be there in the client location and all. So bank will share these details. One minute. Okay, so this is the bank requirement. Okay, so R1, SEPA, this is all bank requirement, completely high level. Okay, so these are all bank requirements, completely high level. So these formats will be given by your bank, and in the DME file format, what we need to change. Okay, they will give you like this. So this document format will be given by your client only. Okay, this SEPA file format is applicable to other countries also. Okay, not for your country, other countries, even it should be applicable to Czech Republic, Poland. Okay. Okay, so this is so for tax point of view, what we need to amend. These are all stuff given by the bank. So Bulgaria, last time I created only for Bulgarian country, BG. We can say you have implemented DME concept for the Bulgarian country. Okay. So Romania. So Romania tax system is different. Hence, we need to modify the tax point according to this. We need to change like this. So in the file format. Okay, in the file format, under the payment information, so credit tax information is there. Okay, under this, so you can check it out. Instruction ID, under instruction ID, document date and document something will come, right? So like that here, there are some modification has been given by your bank. For the Bulgarian bank, they will tell you something tax related stuff. For the Romania, they will tell you something. So you need to follow the bank requirement. So I already told you bank requirement should not be same for country to country. It should be vary. Okay, this is just like a real-time document I'm sharing to you. Okay, so this is bank is ING bank, ING implementation for Bulgaria country. Okay, you can say I was implemented ING bank in the Bulgaria country. So bank details Bulgaria, and format is SEPA format. And in order to explain the SEPA format, you can say this stuff. Okay, SEPA file format can be classified as block A, block B, block C. Okay, under block A, message ID, credit date, number of transaction will come. We need to customize according to the bank requirement and client requirement, you can say. So under block C, at least you need to remember 5 points, 5 to 6. Under block B, you can remember all this stuff and explain the concept to the interviewer. Okay. So I didn't explain the business scenario. Today I explained only the bank requirement. So bank will give you this format. This is all changes need to done according to the bank requirement. And I will show you one real-time document for you. Okay. So this is the bank requirement. This is the client. This is the bank requirement. So for domestic credit transfers, so 1000 amount is below, then this should become SHER SLEV. Okay, share and SLEV. And so this is a false concept. True concept or false? False. For false. yeah, in order to understand this concept, it will take more time. So because it's not an easy stuff, okay? So I'm just sharing you these details. Finally, output should become like this. So bank expect these details. Okay, they will give you one output file format. Okay, you can understand what is this file format and all. Okay, what is group header, message ID, credit date, number of transaction, initiated party. So they will give you an example. Bank will give you the output file format. Okay, this according to this output file format, you need to prepare the DME file format. That is the hectic task. Okay, so you need to customize your DME file format according to the bank format, according to the bank requirement. That thing you need to do first. Then the second thing is you need to apply some conditions of the client requirement. The condition is the business scenario is just like so if you pay the see if the invoice amount is 5 lakhs or below, then payment method P will come. Payment is just like payment method P is for Indian context is a NIFT payment. If payment if the invoice is more than 5 lakhs, if invoice is more than 5 lakhs, payment method Q will come. Okay, payment method Q will come. So system will take automatically P and Q. Okay, how the system will take automatically conditions. So here we need to give the conditions also in DME file format. So for conditions we need to give here. So aggregate P and Q, whether it is equal or not equal, like that. So for which payment method it should be applicable and all. So those are all things will be given in the conditions. Conditions should come under the business scenarios. So according to the business scenarios, we need to give the conditions in this place. Okay, so this is a high level. So you don't say like that. Okay, so just for the interview perspective, in order to crack the interview, so you can say, so I was implemented IMG bank for the Bulgarian country. Okay, I was implemented IMG bank for the Bulgarian country. We followed SEPA file format. SEPA file format. So the SEPA file format is already ready-made one is available in the system. I made these changes according to the bank requirement, according to the client requirement. That's enough. Okay, according to the bank requirement, client requirement. And for creation of the file format, T code is OBPM1. Okay, for DME creation, T code is DMEE. For assignment of file format to particular payment method, E is FBZP. And after that, we need to create a variant in OBPM4. So these are the T codes generally used for DME creation and output and etc. Okay, and if client if they ask you about the file format details like and in the SEPA file format, what are the content stuff will be there, then you can directly open up this this just sharing this email link to you. So explain that SEPA file format can be 3 types. Sorry, SEPA file format can be classified as 3: block A, block B, and block C. Under block A, so ISO pain should become, and this is according to the country and legal requirement, bank requirement. Then this block B, so we need to set message ID, credit date and time according to the bank requirement. The bank will tell the characteristics, and if the bank want to add any new fields in the output file, they have given me output file. So based on the output file and based on the bank requirement, if I add any new field to the existing DME file format, so I just go to DME file format and add it. Okay, so so how to add and all you know very well, right? Just select this and create a, if you want it a same level or the sub level, you can add. Okay, that way you can tell to the interviewer. Okay, so explain the business process first, explain the format second. Okay, it will alone take 15 minutes of time. So if you explain in proper way, you will be selected. What I explained here, the same thing you just explained to the interviewer. you will be selected. Okay, so no doubt at all. So that is the reason. So understand the file format first. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, guys, just disconnected it was. So understand the file format first and explain to the interviewer in realistic way. That's enough.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Can you hear me? Is my voice is clear? Hello.
Yes, Chanu, now we are able to hear.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you got my point, right? So anyone have any questions regarding this? Someone
Will
is
you
saying
create any
something as if.
Will you create any format tomorrow class?
No, I already told you. See, with creation and all, I don't do anything. I will explain real-time questions. Okay. So you guys come here for the
Yeah.
interview perspective, not for other things. Okay. See, I told you what are the questions will come in the interview. For this way, you can discuss. For creation and all, it will take for me 15 days, 20 days time, according to the bank and client requirement and all. Okay, creation is the easy thing. Like if you see in YouTube channel, they will create a very easy way. That is not the same here. What I'm telling. So I shared some real-time document, right? It will take more time. Okay, understanding and all, right? So for you guys, just understand that what are the T code generally used in DME and which file format for which bank you have implemented and what is the SEPA payment format method. Okay, what is the SEPA format is there. Okay, so the SEPA payment format is applicable to domestic transfers. Okay, and SEPA transfers. Only this you can tell. I created a payment method domestic and the SEPA transfers. That's enough. Okay. Right. We'll see tomorrow.